Hi, how you going? I'm Kevin Hands. This is my second training video on the series about emails. The first video covered receiving emails. This one will cover sending them. There are only two things we can do with emails. We can receive them or we can send them. And for this example, I'm using Gmail, which is Google's version of email. Okay. All emails can do is basically that. They can receive emails or send them. They might look a bit different, but their functions are pretty much the same. Okay, so once you've been through this training, you'll be able to adapt to your own individual emails. Okay, now within emails, we do end up with contacts, and in Gmail, we can just click that and go to there. That will open a new tab for the contacts, but I'm not about to show you all my contacts for this particular email. Okay, now when we make an email, a new one, in Outlook I know you look for new, and that's how you compose a new email. In Gmail we hit compose, so let's do that. Now the very top line is the address box, so that's where it's going to. So when we hit a letter, that will bring up all our contacts that start with that letter, and we can simply select one, like that. Okay, so that's where this email is going to. Then we can tab. Okay, tab a couple of times, or I could just put our cursor there and click it to get to the next line, which is the subject line. I'll just call it demo. Okay, and then I'll type something in here. I tab down right to the body of the email. Okay, and let's look at a number of things we can do. All along here, down here, you'll notice all these sorts of things, the things we can do with various text, just like a Word document. So I can show you, for example, with this line here, if I highlight that, alright, now I can go here and change the size of the text if I want to, like that. I can make it bold, I can make it indented, I could underline it, I could even change the colour. Okay, but I'm not going to worry about the background colour, I'll just change the colour of the text. Okay, so that's just as an example. That's the sort of things we can do with emails, depending on your particular email. Okay. Alright, now another thing we can do with emails, if you look down here at what looks like a paperclip is basically meaning an attached file. So we can attach a file by left clicking on the paperclip. Okay, and it brings up various files. I could go somewhere else. This is just a particular one I was on before. Basically go through your computer, right, and look for the particular file you want. But that one will do for demonstration. I left click on it. If I hit open now that I've highlighted it, that will load that file onto the email. Or I can simply double click it with the mouse button, the left mouse button, like this. Okay, and you can see it downloading there. And that's how we attach a file to an email that we're going to send to someone. Okay, just like that. Alright, now be aware if you've got videos, especially if they're long ones, they're going to take a lot longer to load into your email. Okay, so you don't bother waiting around, don't bother loading long videos, into your email. Okay, now something else we can do is we can use a link. So we can just get a website address and put that as a link in the email. So let's do that. Okay, so let's get a link. I'll get my website here, left click in there to highlight it, right click, and I'll copy it. Okay, and we can put it here. Paste. Okay, so there's the link. But there's a much more fun or cooler way to do it than that, and I know you've seen them in emails that have come to you. And we do it like this. We highlight the word we want, link. Okay. Look down here for something that looks like a chain. You see it says insert link. Left click on that. Paste the website address in there. Hit OK. And it goes in there. Okay. So that's how you put a link in a word or on a picture or whatever you want. You simply do that. Okay, so let's send it and see what this email looks like. So send. Okay, and it's been sent. Let's have a look at it. Here it comes. It's in here. Okay. So you can see the text that was changed, you can see the attachment, the file, and you can see 2 links. Now I'll close that one down. So if we left click on that, that'll open up that link. Now if I left click on this one, which was in the text, you'll see it'll bring up exactly the same link. So you can do it just as well either way. One just looks a little bit more cool than the other way. Okay, so you can see they're exactly the same link. Okay, so that's all good. But what if we want to send an email to more than one person? What do we do then? How do we do that? So let's look at that. Okay, so I'm going to find some email addresses to send them to from here. Okay, that's that one. Alright, now, I may have mentioned this before, if you have to type out the email address to get to another email address, you can just hit comma, probably return, okay, and then you can add another email address in the same line. Okay, so let's go. No. Okay, let's try that one. Alright, let's say multiple. To avoid typos, I'll just copy and paste that same thing. I might make it multiple one, actually, multiple one, okay, and let's send it and see what it looks like. Okay, so here we go here, there it is, multiple one. Okay, now if we click on here, we can see where this email address came from and who it went to. Okay, so it came from that email address and it's gone to those 2. Okay. Another way to do exactly the same thing is like this, compose. Okay, and you can see over here, let's do CC, which means carbon copy. Alright, and we can do exactly the same thing as we did just then. That. There. Okay. Oops. Okay. Let's avoid the typos. I'll copy and paste it, put that in here, and we'll send it. See what that looks like. Okay, now it is there, multiple 2. Right, so if we click this arrow here, down arrow, we can see it's gone into CC, carbon copy, and there's the email addresses that email was sent to. Okay. Now, but what if we have a situation where we have to send multiple emails to multiple recipients, well, an email, sorry, to multiple recipients, but we have to keep all their personal information confidential. Okay, so if there are privacy issues and we don't want to be spreading out people's personal information, how do we do that? This is how we do it. Okay, so instead of just going on the to line in the address, we actually go BCC, which means blind carbon copy. Okay, so I can put the addresses in here we want to send it to there, and to there. Okay, we'll call this blind carbon copy. I should be writing a typo and making a typo there. Okay, and we'll send it and see what that looks like. Okay, so if we go in here, BCC, right, so let's see who this email went to. From that one, in the BCC, it's only got the email address that this email is in. Okay, it doesn't show any other email address that this same email went to, and that's blind carbon copy. Okay, now what if we want to, another thing I want to show you quickly, and I'll just think of something, let's say, okay, as an example, what if you're in the process of creating an email but you get interrupted? What happens then? Okay. Alright, and let's say you happen to do that. Okay, so now what do you do? Okay, because you're in the process of sending an email, but now you've lost it. It'll be in drafts. Okay, in Gmail at least it's saved in drafts automatically. So you go to drafts, there it is there. Alright, there it is. You can continue making your email, and then you can send it. Okay, and there it is in there. Okay, so you don't have to stress or worry about the fact that you may have lost an email you were creating, because that doesn't happen. Now the drafts will be empty when you refresh it. It's gone because it's been sent. Okay, what if we don't know exactly what we sent? Did we do a typo? Did we send the right files? We can look in the sent folder. Okay, and we can see them all here. Okay, so we can have a look. Okay, so with this one, for example, I sent it BCC. Okay, so that's good. I've sent it BCC. That means I didn't give out anyone's information that I shouldn't have, because I sent the email that way. So I can check by going to the sent file once I've sent an email. I don't know if I'm the only one who's ever sent an email. I forgot to put the attachment with it, but we can always double check what we have or haven't done. Okay, now what about replying to emails? Okay, well let's have a look. Now that I think was the prettiest looking email, so we'll pick on that one. Okay, a reply is where an email's been sent to us. We might just say, we want to add a contact. We want to add some information to that and just send it straight back to the person who emailed us. They may have asked us a question. Okay, and we can, in Gmails, we can just scroll down here, click in this box, and we can just say, give them whatever information they're after. Okay, now, and it's automatically going to go back to the email that sent it. That's reply. So you send it. Okay, and let's have a look here. And there it is. Okay, so that's the reply. Just like that. So it attaches the email that was originally sent along with your reply to it. Like that. Okay, now what if you didn't want to reply to the same person that sent it to you? What if you wanted to send that information on to someone else? What if you wanted to forward your email? How would you do that? Okay, well that was to reply. If we click here, okay, and we can forward the email onto someone else. And that way it gives us a choice as to who we send it to. And again, we can also do that. Carbon copy or blind carbon copy, so we could even forward this email on to several people without giving everyone's email addresses away to everyone else. Okay, so let's, oh no, I didn't put recipients in. Okay, I'm just going to send it back to the one it came from anyway. That's not what I want. Oh no, it is, yes. Actually, yes. That's the one I want. Okay, so I've specified who I'm forwarding it on to. And there it is. Okay, so if I send it, there it is there. It's been forwarded. Refresh. Okay. Because it's come from the same email address in Gmail, they all just put in the one. Okay, and here it is here. That's not the right one. Forwarded email, there it is. I just have to find it. Here we go. So here it is. Here was the email that we forwarded. Okay, so I think that pretty much covers everything as to how to send emails. I hope you found it very informative. As always, have a fantastic and awesome day, and bye for now.